boom, and come across. Whoa, oh fuck, that's tight. From half guard to full guard. I was trained to bring my knee up, up, up. Oh, knee comes in. So that's one of the very fundamentals of Jiu-Jitsu. I don't like it as much because it's a bit of a hard move, but it's very, very important. The elbow knee escape or guard recovery from the side mount. Let's do it. So the elbow knee escape. Something like this. It doesn't usually go as easy as this. It's that very basic escape. Most people think it's the number one escape. To me, it's not the best escape at all, for reasons I will explain. So how do we do it? Usually, I'm gonna hide my hands behind the attacker as to not get Americana or whatever, be a bit tight. And now first I want to bring my elbow in for an elbow frame. Usually I cannot just pull it in because his hip is too tight. So I'm gonna bridge a bit, bring my far side shoulder against him, and then tuck my shoulder to bring my elbow in, okay? Just the elbow, have the forearm on the hip and not the hand. Okay, I'm gonna explain later why. Forearm, not hand. And now I need to bring my knee in, my near side knee, the right one in this case. And as you can see, I cannot bring it in. He's got a frame here. There's something in the way. But there is a gap. I just need to bring my knee in. And to do that, I'm gonna bring my hip out. So bring the feet close, move my hip out of the way and rotate towards my opponent. And now the near side knee comes in where it is the easiest, where I have the most space. In this case, because his knee is near, it's the hip. So knee comes in, pop, drops, foot is locked. And now let's see what happens, right? I'm gonna try to bring my knee all the way across if I can, especially for the basic variation. Maybe I need to push him off a bit, fight a bit, bring the foot in. And now to finish the guard, because many people struggle with pulling out the foot here. So I need to bring my hip close actually, more to the right side, more to the far side, pull the foot out, and I got him in guard. It's a very useful and much needed escape, but it doesn't solve my problem, and I'm still on the bottom. That's why I like other escapes better. So just poop, elbow knee frame. Now my life is already a lot better. I very much like to grab the gi if he's wearing one, okay? Because it allows me to much easier push him around and, you know, fight a bit. I do not want to put my hand on the hip, because if I do, all he needs to do is roll over my wrist and he's wrist locking me. I love to do that to people if they are careless with their wrist. I'm just roll a bit on my wrist, like ow, okay? So I'm using my forearm instead, also gives me a bit of a better leverage. Okay, poop. Now look, if he's bringing his right hip very close to me, straightening the right leg and bringing the right hip close, okay? Do you see that? Now his hip is no more the furthest point. So the furthest point is now directly close to his knee. So I'm hip escaping and now my knee enters here, okay? And boom, and come across and be here. Now that's many times very difficult because he's got a lot of strength, and if he's focusing on staying close, it's so hard to do. That's why I prefer other escapes. But I also have a lot of strength here. I can work, and I can, you know, struggle sides, switch sides, try to bridge, then come here, and every other escape that I do creates more opportunities. And what I like to do to make it a bit easier is I'm coming in and I'm just coming for side mount, for half guard first. Okay, no need to go all the way across. So let's go back to side mount. So as soon as I manage to bring the knee in, now I got an elbow knee frame. If you open up for a moment, my elbow and my knee are connected. So I have an elbow knee frame, and it's very difficult for him to attack me. Okay, now he does not want to release any of his hands to try and attack me. because it's too easy for me to frame him off. So I already got a hit on elbow knee frame. And now look, I'm just gonna drop my knee between his legs, like so. You see that? From here, whoop, all the way in. Now with the second leg, I'm trying to grab his foot if possible. Like so. Straighten, straighten, and I got a half guard. And if I want to, then I will go from half guard to full guard. Okay? And I'm using my hands at all times. Watch the details. Pop, and now I grab. And I bring my knee in, half guard. Now even I still hold on to his gi to push him off here. Pop, right? And I frame. I do not want to push his knee away. I cannot push his knee away, but I can use my elbow as a frame to bring my knee in, and then close to full guard again. Okay? Now again, right, if it's really tight, it's very difficult to bring the elbow in, so I'm gonna bridge, boom, elbow in. Okay? Now he's trying to be tight, okay? Yeah, resist, bring your knees tighter. Oh fuck, that's tight. So, so I'm trying to wobble a bit, pop, pop, pop. Oh, knee comes in. It was that easy, right? Okay, he's trying to defend maybe with whatever. Oh, pop. Oh, if it's coming too close, I'm gonna flip him. Okay, so don't let me flip you. Okay, so you need to be careful. If I start to flip him immediately, he needs to open up again. Yeah, and I maybe he's trying to block my foot, so I'm trying to sweep. Oh, and then close again. So the basic motion is the basic motion. I'm in side mount. I try to drop the elbow and look, I'm tucking my shoulder like so. I cannot move in the elbow because his hip is too close. So I'm rotating towards him, tucking my shoulder, elbow comes in. Okay? My knee is too long, his hip is too close. Move the hip out of the way, bring the knee in. Elbow knee frame. Okay, either all the way across, especially for beginners, or go for half guard, then for full guard, and you're done. Let's see it again. One more time. So that's elbow knee escape, because I hear often that I say about way too many techniques that they are some of my favorites. This is not one of my favorites because it's about struggle, it's about using energy. It's kind of difficult, it's very useful, I love it for that it is useful, but I just don't like it as much as other techniques. So if there's any feedback, I appreciate it, any questions, I'm gonna answer them, and definitely practice it. Even if it's not your favorite technique, it's very much needed, very useful. Hope you like it a lot more than I do, and see you next time.